Beloved brothers and sisters, may the peace of the Lord be with all of you. Today, we gather to seek divine wisdom in our lives. It is a special moment where we can open ourselves to hear God's voice and receive the direction we so desperately need. May each of us feel the presence of the Lord in our hearts, guiding our steps. Lord God, we trust in you. Your word teaches us that when we cry out to you, we find answers and paths. Help us to discern your will amidst uncertainties and challenges. May we, through prayer, open our hearts to hear your counsel and guidance. May the light of your wisdom illuminate our path, dispelling the doubts that surround us. In the Bible, James 1-5 states that if anyone lacks wisdom, they should ask God, who gives generously to all. This verse reminds us that we are never alone in our decisions. We can always turn to the Lord, seeking clarity and understanding. In our daily lives, we face various choices, and often doubt can paralyze us. Therefore, it is essential to seek God's guidance in every step we take. Just as Moses sought the Lord's direction before leading the people of Israel, we too should bow before God, asking Him to show us the way to go. Trusting in His wisdom will give us the courage needed to face the challenges that arise in our path. When we encounter difficult decisions, it is essential to remember that God knows the future. He has already prepared the best for us. Often, God's answer may not be immediate, but patience and faith will help us wait for the right time. Our role is to remain steadfast in prayer and in seeking His will. Let us recall the story of Solomon, who asked God for wisdom above riches. He teaches us that the most valuable thing is to have discernment to make the right choices. May we follow his example, placing our needs before God and seeking His guidance in all that we do. Each day may our prayer become a sincere dialogue with the Lord, where we can express our longings and fears. May the assurance that God hears us encourage us to continue seeking answers in His Word. He is always ready to guide us, so let us keep our eyes fixed on Him. The pursuit of divine wisdom is a path that requires humility and faith. Therefore, may we open ourselves to receive the lessons He wishes to teach us. My son, my daughter, I come to you at this moment to remind you that the quest for answers is an act of courage and faith. Often, the uncertainties of life can leave us confused and anxious. However, it is amidst these doubts that you should turn to me, for it is there that you will find direction. Remember that I am always near, ready to hear your pleas and guide your steps, as promised in Psalm 32:8, where I say that I will instruct you and teach you the way you should go. When you feel you do not know where to go, take a moment of silence and listen for my voice. Calm your heart and seek the peace that comes from me. Understand that the answer may not be immediate, but trust that I am working in your favor. In Jeremiah 29:11, I promise that I have plans for peace and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. Believe that every step toward me is a step toward clarity and security. Sometimes, the distractions and challenges of the world can overshadow my presence in your life. It is important that you distance yourself a little from the noise around you and seek refuge in my word. By doing so, you will find comfort and wisdom. Remember that in Matthew 7:7, I say that whoever asks receives, whoever seeks finds, and the door will be open to whoever knocks. Allow yourself to be guided by this promise, knowing that I am here to respond to your cry. When doubt sets in, remember that I already know the path you should take. You do not have to carry this burden alone. In moments of weakness, come to me, and I will give you rest. The invitation is clear, and my willingness to help is endless. As it is written in 1 Peter 5-7, cast all your anxieties on me, because I care for you. Open your heart and let my love flow through your worries. It is essential that you remember that your choices should be guided by a sincere and humble heart. Seek in me the truth that may seem distant in moments of confusion. When you dedicate yourself to listening to me, the answers become clearer. In Proverbs 3-5-6, I teach that you should trust in me with all your heart and not lean on your own understanding. Acknowledge me in all your ways, and I will make your path straight. However, be aware that the answer you seek may come in unexpected ways. Be attentive to the signs and the wisdom that may arise through other people, or even in everyday situations. I tell you that I am present in all things, and my response may manifest in ways you cannot imagine. Each day, seek to remain open to perceive my hand guiding your life. In every prayer, remember that dialogue is a two-way street. It is not just about bringing your petitions, but also about listening and embracing what I have to say. Thank me for what you have already received and be willing to follow the guidance I offer you. My will is always the best for you, and it is with love that I desire for you to walk the right path. Therefore, Each moment of prayer is an opportunity to strengthen this connection and find the peace you so desire. Set aside time in your routine for the practice of prayer. We live in a world that constantly distracts us, and it is easy to overlook precious moments of connection with the divine. Creating this habit not only brings tranquility but also provides a space for deep reflections. By dedicating a few minutes of your day to turn to me, you open a door to inner transformation. This regular practice serves as a reminder that your life is not merely a sequence of events but a journey filled with meanings and purposes. When you place yourself in prayer, you have the opportunity to express your concerns. Sharing your worries and fears is an important step towards spiritual growth. Do not be afraid to open your heart and expose your pains. I am here to listen to every word, every sigh, and every tear you shed. The vulnerability you show by opening up to me is a sign of strength and trust. Over time, you will realize that these intimate conversations become a foundation for your faith. In addition to addressing your anxieties, do not forget to include gratitude in your prayers. Recognizing the blessings you have already received is a powerful way to cultivate an attitude of gratitude. When you express gratitude, you create a space for more blessings to enter your life. Thank me for the small and big things, for every detail matters. This habit of gratitude not only brightens your perspective but also reinforces the understanding that you are surrounded by love and care. Prayer is also a moment of reflection on what truly matters. By stepping away from the daily turmoil and connecting with me, you can assess your priorities and desires. Ask yourself, what do I truly aspire to? What are the values that guide my life? This process of self-assessment brings clarity and can help align your actions with your true goals. As you seek this harmony, you will find a sense of purpose that transcends immediate circumstances. In moments of doubt, remember that prayer is an opportunity for renewal. When you feel lost or directionless, turn to me and seek my counsel. The connection you establish during these moments of prayer can offer you the peace you long for. The wisdom that comes from silence and contemplation can illuminate your path, bringing forth answers that were hidden beneath the surface of your mind. The practice of prayer is also an invitation to action. When you receive inspiration during these moments of intimacy, be willing to act according to that guidance. Faith is not just about waiting, it is about moving with purpose and courage. Every step you take toward what you believe is right is a testament to your determination to follow the path shown to you. Allow yourself to be guided and trust the process. Remember that prayer is a continuous journey. As you dedicate yourself to this dialogue, you will notice that your interactions become richer and more meaningful. You will become more sensitive to my responses, which may come in unexpected ways. Be open to receiving messages through other people, nature, or even everyday experiences. This awareness will broaden your understanding of my presence in your life. Do not hesitate to make prayer a fundamental part of your day. It can be upon waking, during a break at work, or before sleeping. The important thing is to find a moment that resonates with you and allows for this deep connection. Each prayer is an opportunity to dive into a more intimate and meaningful relationship with me, and this will bring peace to your spirit. In this sacred space, you will find the strength needed to face life's challenges. Faith acts as a powerful engine of transformation in our lives. When we believe and place our trust in something greater, we can open doors that once seemed impassable. This strength allows us to visualize possibilities where there was once only uncertainty. It is through faith that we find the courage to face challenges, allowing peace to settle in our hearts. The certainty that we are being guided provides us with a sense of security that goes beyond the tangible, shaping our experiences in a positive and enriching way. Trust in God is an essential pillar that supports our journey. By surrendering to this trust, we allow our lives to flow more harmoniously. This surrender does not mean passivity. On the contrary, it is an invitation to conscious action. When we trust that we are being guided, every step we take becomes a reflection of that belief. This intimate connection helps us discern what truly brings happiness and satisfaction, aligning our desires with the divine purpose. Thus, every moment transforms into an opportunity for growth and learning. The act of praying not only connects us to the divine but also encourages us to look within. Reflecting on our longings and fears during prayer provides us with clarity. This introspection is fundamental for self-knowledge and helps us understand our deeper motivations. By allowing ourselves this honest analysis, we can recognize patterns that may be hindering our progress. It is in this space of reflection that we find the necessary strength to make significant changes in our lives. The practice of prayer also teaches us the importance of community. While the connection with the divine is a deeply personal experience, sharing our journeys with others enriches our walk. When we unite in prayer, We create an environment of support and encouragement, where each person's experiences become valuable lessons for all. This exchange strengthens our collective faith and reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles and triumphs. It is essential to remember that prayer is not just a moment of requests, but a space for listening and learning. By silencing our minds and opening our hearts, we become receptive to messages that come from different sources. Sometimes, the answers we seek manifest through a conversation with a friend, a passage in a book, or a moment of beauty in nature. Being attentive to these signs is a practice that connects us even more to divine wisdom, enriching our spiritual journey. The small actions of everyday life can also be seen as forms of prayer. Each gesture of kindness, each act of generosity, is an expression of our faith and trust. By living according to the principles we value, we are praying with our lives, showing that spirituality is not limited to specific moments but permeates every aspect of our existence. This understanding helps us live with more authenticity and purpose. Cultivating an attitude of gratitude is another essential aspect that should be incorporated into our daily practice. By recognizing the blessings that surround us, even in the most challenging situations, we open up space for new opportunities. Gratitude transforms our perspective, allowing us to see the positive amid difficulties. This shift in focus not only illuminates our path but also connects us more deeply to the divine, reinforcing the idea that we are constantly supported. Each prayer is an invitation for you to deepen your spirituality. As you establish this connection, remember that the journey is unique for each of you. By allowing yourself to explore different forms of prayer and meditation, you will discover what resonates most deeply with your essence. This personalization of practice will strengthen your relationship with the divine, making it a constant source of inspiration and renewal. Throughout this journey, you will realize that faith becomes your constant companion. In moments of joy and sadness, in achievements and losses, it will be by your side, guiding your steps and nourishing your spirit. This constant presence brings a serenity that helps us navigate the uncertainties of life, confident that we are exactly where we need to be. With each dawn, we are blessed with the gift of a new day. The light that filters through the windows invites us to reflect on the beauty of creation, reminding us that every detail of the world around us is a testament to the love and wisdom that surround us. May we recognize this blessing, allowing gratitude to settle in our hearts. Every breath is an opportunity to give thanks, to celebrate the life we have been granted, and to connect with the essence of who we are. Let us be grateful for the chance to start anew, to learn, and to grow. Amid this gratitude, the need for renewal arises. Let us then ask for the strength to move forward, for courage to face the challenges that arise, and for wisdom to discern the paths we should take. May the vital energy envelop us, rejuvenating our spirits and restoring our determination. As we cry out for this renewal, may we open our hearts and minds to the guidance that comes from above, allowing divine light to lead us in every decision we make. In this context, it is essential to reflect on our role as instruments of love and kindness. May we, in every interaction, be bearers of peace and compassion. As we walk through the world, may our actions be guided by the intention to do good, to sow hope, and to cultivate harmony. We believe that we can transform realities by embracing love as our driving force. Every gesture, no matter how small, is a seed we plant in the heart of another, creating a positive impact that can reverberate infinitely. A mindful look at the needs of others is an invitation to empathy. By connecting with the pains and joys of others, we become more sensitive and open. May we listen attentively, act with kindness, and offer support to those who cross our path. By becoming true instruments of love, we contribute to a more welcoming and supportive world, where everyone feels valued and respected. The pursuit of wisdom also helps us discern what is truly important in our lives. May we learn to silence our internal voices that distract us and lead us away from what is essential. Meditation and reflection allow us to access the clarity needed to understand our true priorities. By connecting with this inner wisdom, we find the courage to make choices aligned with our greater purpose. In moments of doubt, let us remember that the power of love is a constant that propels us forward. May we seek inspiration in the stories of overcoming and altruism that surround us. They remind us that kindness can transform lives and that by acting with love we create a positive legacy for future generations. Every act of kindness resonates, creating a wave of compassion that transcends borders and limitations. The spiritual journey is filled with opportunities for us to become better versions of ourselves. Through the practice of prayer, meditation, and conscious action, we connect with the essence of the divine that resides within us. May this connection encourage us to live authentically, expressing our truths and embracing the uniqueness of our existence. By doing so, we become authentic in our role in the world, reflecting the light we receive. Throughout our experiences, may we always remember the importance of cultivating an open heart. The generosity of spirit and the willingness to forgive allow us to live in harmony with those around us. May our hearts always be a home for love, where understanding and acceptance prevail. By dedicating ourselves to this practice, we contribute to building a world where kindness and peace are the foundations of our coexistence. In this way, as we give thanks for a new day, as we seek renewal of strength, and as we reflect on our role as instruments of love, may we always be open to learning and growing. Life is a continuous journey, and each step taken with intention and love brings us closer to what truly matters. May we move forward, illuminated by faith and hope, ready to face whatever comes our way. Each day we are enveloped by the unique beauty that surrounds us. Nature, with its nuances and rhythms, reveals a greater purpose in every element. The flowers that bloom, the songs of the birds, and the dance of the leaves in the wind are manifestations of divine harmony, inviting us to pause and appreciate. By allowing ourselves to be touched by this beauty, we cultivate an internal space of gratitude, where we recognize that every experience, even the challenging ones, brings valuable lessons. Facing adversities is an inevitable part of life. However, even in the most difficult moments, there is the possibility of finding a reason to be thankful. It is in this space of pain that we are often challenged to look within and discover the strength that resides in us. Gratitude then becomes a balm that helps us heal and grow. By recognizing that each obstacle can serve as a catalyst for our development, we open doors to new perspectives and opportunities. The relationships we cultivate throughout our lives also offer us rich opportunities for learning. Every interaction is a chance to express gratitude, not only for the joys shared but also for the challenges that teach us about patience and empathy. When we are thankful for the lessons others provide us, we strengthen our bonds and create an environment of mutual support, where everyone feels valued. In moments of reflection, it is essential to remember that gratitude is a choice. We are not always in an elevated state of mind, but we can choose to focus on the positive aspects of our lives. This practice allows us to transform a mindset of scarcity into one of abundance. By training our minds to identify and appreciate the small daily blessings, we build a solid foundation to face challenges with resilience and hope. Furthermore, gratitude is not limited to what is tangible. We can express appreciation for the experiences that shape our journey, for the lessons that arise in the most unexpected situations. Every moment, whether of joy or sadness, contributes to the tapestry of our lives. By embracing all these experiences with gratitude, we develop a broader and deeper perspective on life, where each chapter has its value. The practice of gratitude can also extend to our relationship with the universe and the divine. Recognizing the blessings we receive not only connects us to a greater force but also inspires us to act with generosity. When we feel grateful, we become more inclined to share, to be instruments of love and kindness in the lives of others. This exchange of positive energy creates a virtuous cycle, where gratitude multiplies and spreads. Additionally, by cultivating gratitude, we promote a healthier and more balanced mental state. Science has shown that the regular practice of acknowledging blessings can reduce stress, anxiety, and depression. When we focus on what is positive, our perspective broadens, allowing us to face life with more lightness and joy. This shift in focus not only impacts our emotional health but also influences those around us. In our search for meaning and purpose, it is vital to remember that gratitude is a form of spirituality. By connecting with what is sacred to us, we find a sense of belonging and inner peace. This connection encourages us to live more consciously, where every action becomes an expression of our gratitude for life. Thus, we learn to honor each moment and to value the journey we are on. Gratitude, therefore, is not just a fleeting emotion, but a transformative practice that invites us to see life with new eyes. By adopting this mindset, we become more aware of our impact on the world and the relationships we cultivate. May we continue to walk this path, always open to embrace and express gratitude in all its forms. In the midst of the uncertainties that surround us, it is essential to surrender our anxieties and challenges to God. Often we feel the weight of worries on our shoulders, as if we are carrying an unbearable load. Instead of allowing ourselves to be consumed by this pressure, we can find relief by trusting that there is a greater purpose guiding us. By placing our concerns in the hands of the one who sees all, we remember that we are not alone on this journey. It is an act of faith to recognize that, even in the most complicated situations, there is a divine wisdom that guides us. Therefore, when we make decisions that impact our lives and the lives of those we love, it is essential to seek discernment. The wisdom we seek is not merely a matter of knowledge, but of understanding the signs and acting with love and compassion. This search helps us align our choices with God's will, allowing Him to lead us down paths of light. Moreover, the protection of our loved ones is a constant concern in our hearts. By raising prayers for them, we invoke a covering of love and safety that transcends our human limitations. May we ask God to keep them safe at all times, especially in vulnerable situations. This intercession not only strengthens familial bonds, but also provides us with a sense of peace, knowing that we are spiritually caring for one another. It is interesting to note that by surrendering our worries to God, we also cultivate a space of trust. This trust teaches us to accept that we will not always have control over the outcomes. Instead of fighting against the currents of life, we can learn to flow with them, trusting that each experience brings us an opportunity for growth and learning. This surrender is a crucial step toward living with more lightness and gratitude. Prayer, in this context, becomes a powerful channel for expressing our longings and fears. By speaking with God, we release our deepest feelings and, at the same time, open ourselves to receive comfort and guidance. Thus, each word spoken transforms into an act of surrender, where we acknowledge that our concerns can be entrusted to a greater force. This practice not only relieves us, but also strengthens our faith. When we face challenges, it is natural to feel fear or insecurity. However, by turning to God with our anxieties, we find the courage to face the unknown. The certainty that He is by our side empowers us to move forward, even when the path seems dark. This courage is reflected in our actions and decisions, showing that faith is a powerful impulse that moves us beyond our limits. Intercession also reminds us of the importance of community. By praying for one another, we create a network of spiritual support that strengthens us in times of difficulty. This practice invites us to be attentive to the needs of others, cultivating a spirit of solidarity. When we unite in prayer, we recognize that we are part of something greater, where each of us plays a significant role in each other's lives. We must remember that when we ask for protection and wisdom, we are not only seeking answers for our own lives, but also committing to being agents of change and hope. By acting with love and compassion, we become reflections of divine light in the world. This responsibility is a blessing, as it allows us to positively impact the lives of those around us. Therefore, as we face daily anxieties and challenges, may we remember the importance of trusting in God. May each prayer be a declaration of faith, a sincere request for protection and wisdom that guides us on our journeys. May this practice help us live with open hearts, always ready to welcome and serve others, while we continue to walk our path with gratitude and hope. The daily practice of prayer is an indispensable source of strength and spiritual renewal. By setting aside specific time for this contact with the divine, we cultivate a discipline that not only connects us with God, but also allows us to reflect on our lives and choices. This sacred moment invites us to pause and consider what truly matters, promoting an introspection that often translates into clarity and purpose. In addition to providing a space for meditation and reflection, prayer helps us develop a deeper relationship with God. This intimate connection is essential for strengthening our faith, as we open ourselves to this communication and can feel His presence and love in a more tangible way. This transformative experience encourages us to be more receptive to His will, allowing Him to guide us in our daily steps. Prayer also plays a significant role in building our spiritual communion. When we gather in prayer, whether as a family, in groups, or communities, we create an environment of mutual support and encouragement. This union strengthens our collective faith and reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles. Through intercession, we can bear each other's burdens, bringing relief and hope to those around us. The habit of praying daily serves as a constant reminder of our dependence on God. By recognizing that we do not have all the answers, we open space for Him to act in our lives. This humility is a powerful virtue, as it teaches us to trust in His wisdom and seek His guidance in moments of uncertainty. Prayer then becomes an act of surrender, where we set aside the need to control everything and allow the divine to operate in our situations. By dedicating ourselves to prayer, we also cultivate a spirit of gratitude. Recognizing the blessings in our lives, even amidst challenges, helps us maintain the right perspective. This daily practice of thanking guides us to focus on the positive and appreciate every small act of love and kindness that we receive. Gratitude transforms our view of life, allowing us to see the divine in every experience. Another important dimension of prayer is its capacity to help us forgive. Often, We hold on to resentments that trap us and prevent us from moving forward. In prayer, we have the opportunity to release these feelings, asking God to help us forgive others and ourselves. This process of liberation is essential for our spiritual and emotional healing, allowing us to become lighter and more open to new experiences. Prayer also encourages us to take action. When we ask for direction and clarity, we are often propelled to take concrete steps in our lives. This faith-based action motivates us to be proactive regarding our challenges and seek solutions that reflect the values we wish to live by. Thus, prayer is not only a moment of reflection but also a catalyst for significant change. Moreover, the practice of daily prayer helps us develop resilience. As we face adversities, our connection with God gives us the strength to persist. This resilience does not mean we won't feel pain or sadness, but that we find the courage to continue, even when times are tough. Prayer, therefore, becomes an anchor amidst the storms of life. Finally, by committing to prayer, we are also investing in our own transformation.